Hey guys, welcome back to Nioh 2. Today we're trying out the dual swords. As before, the video is designed for anybody who missed the open beta or who didn't get a chance to try this weapon out. Spoiler alert, I actually think I love these weapons. I know I've said that a lot and I'm really considering having these as part of my main build. But from reviewing the footage as I was making this video, it surprised me how much I'd forgotten how good this weapon can be. Let's take a look. Okay, so what you're looking at right now is your high stance light attacks, and then your single heavy attack. You only get one hit with a heavy attack in high stance, to begin with at least. And this is your light attack to heavy attack transition. See the little jumping attack there? We put that to good use in the combat section of the video shortly. It's actually one of the reasons that I really like these weapons. Okay, so switching into mid stance. Here's your light attack sequence, followed by the kick, which I believe is the heavy finisher. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Your heavy attack in this stance again is a one hit wonder. Again at base level, I'm assuming it'll build up as you skill up. So moving into low stance. And this is where things get juicy again with the fluidity and the forward momentum and the speed. It's so quick I can barely even finish my sentence before she's done with the animation. The transitions from light to heavy attack in this stance are really slick. Another thing I love here again is how easy it is on your stamina. You can really rattle off the attacks and not really have to worry about getting back out of combat when you need to. This is what it looks like if you start out with the heavy attacks and then transition into the light attacks. The transitions here are so smooth that I'm actually struggling to remember. It's been a few days since the beta closed down, so I'm working from memory here. Right, it's time to take these babies for a spin. We're jumping into the real combat section of the video now. Just before we do that, if you're enjoying the video, please leave me a like and maybe even a comment. If you fancy leaving a comment, I'd love to hear what weapons you're planning to use and why. I'm still weighing up my choices at this point. If you're weighing up whether or not to subscribe, the next video I've got planned is going to talk about which weapons will work well together and my rationale behind that. I'm going to try and get into some of the nuts and bolts behind the synergies of the weapons. Right, enough of the sales pitch. Let's go and start a fight. Look at the speed of low stance, it's ridiculous. Then switching quickly here to mid stance for a bit more range, a bit more damage. Now the damage here is nowhere close to something like the axe or the adachi, but the stamina conservation and the agility is well worth considering. Do you remember the leaping attack that I mentioned earlier in high stance? Watch out for it here. See how my enemy falls back and I'm right back on him. It's awesome. Now in this fight here, you'll notice someone creeping up behind me. I hadn't spotted him actually. Now with another weapon, one of the heavier weapons for example, I would definitely have got caught out and I might have died as a result. But with these, I had plenty of stamina to dodge around, use my agility and carry on the fight. And if you notice here, the little kick I do wipes out his stamina and lets me finish him off really nicely. Speaking of which, check out the finisher. Man, I love those. So yeah, as I was saying, I had enough stamina to finish both of them off consecutively. Pretty cool. Me at least, I don't think I'd have pulled that off with a heavier weapon. I love the way you can dash into and out of combat. Having the lighter weapons and the higher agility really makes a difference to your manoeuvrability. One thing I like here too is in high stance here, I'm not actually in the perfect range for the attacks, but I still managed to make a good connection, which I've noticed on some of the other weapons that I didn't. It was a clear miss. One of the benefits obviously is that if you do miss, this kind of weapon doesn't punish you as badly. If you miss with something like the axe, you're really going to get it. Right guys, I've ranted on about swords for long enough. I think what I'll do is I'll leave it there for the commentary. I'll leave you with an extra minute of combat to have a look at if you care to. And yeah, I'll just say thank you very much for joining me and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Take care now. Cheers. Bye bye.